And now, who's better for business, Newt Gingrich or Mitt Romney?
You know, I don't know. It's really hard to tell. I actually don't think Mitt Romney stands for anything. I don't think he has any principles. I don't really think he has any ideas. I think he will be swayed to a large extent by both opinion polls and by a Republican Senate, Republican House, assuming that they can win the Senate and still control the House. So I think he will be kind of an empty shell that will be filled by the dominant voices of the time. That could be good if the right people get elected to Senate and the House, and it could be bad if the country turns or if there's a crisis, because I'm not sure he'll know what to do in a crisis while he's a businessman. That doesn't mean it translates into political smarts or into understanding of political philosophy and what needs to be done. With Gingrich, it's just hard to tell who will show up, right? I mean, Gingrich has been running ads attacking Romney for being a private equity guy. That is, for being a guy who restructures companies and maybe lays people off. But private equity serves an incredibly important productive function in our economy. It actually reorganizes capital and labor and uses them to more efficient means. To the extent that we still have an economy, it's because it's been restructured over and over again over the last 20, 30 years and to become more and more efficient, more and more productive. So private equity is, in my view, a heroic activity. So for Gingrich to attack Romney on being private equity suggests kind of an anti-business and a lack of understanding of how capitalism works. So it really depends on who shows up. It really depends on the atmosphere. And in both of them, I don't get a sense of what their principles are. I don't think either one of them have principles. They'll definitely be more pro-capitalism, I think, and more pro-business than Obama is. So I think in that sense, they would be an improvement. But to decide between the two of them, or to say that they are going to be pro-capitalism, pro-business, they're not. And it's going to very much depend. Gingrich has a strong personality, but he doesn't have principles. He has lots of ideas, but they're somewhat random, and you get a sense of that. They're not guided by a particular ideology and a particular principle. Mitt Romney has no ideology, has no principles, has really not that many ideas. He'll be shaped by other forces.